All right, Easy Podcast Studio back with another session. Today we're going to try to give you some value, very short segment about mindset, about doing your own thing. And as we said, be courageous this time around. Go after your dreams, even if they're scrambled and unknown, even if you don't know how to do it, just like us. Just start creating, just start uploading. I always say that I do it for myself. I dance like there is nobody around, and hopefully, my kids one day will scroll and just see some of the shadow work that I did with myself online in front of others. And not into growing the channel right now. And I think this is a great opportunity to start small, grow, find your way, find your voice, kind of course correct as you go along before you get traction, before you get people who actually like your shit. And I still don't know what am I going to deliver and what value is going to be, but long life experience and a jack of all trades makes me realize that eventually the value will turn up. Just it's very hidden right now, or piled up with a lot of other shit, but eventually we will find our way. So until then, all we can do is just turn on, the record button and just rent. As a friend of mine that I met today told me, hey, all I want to do is rent. I said, we live such a privileged life and such a blessed life, and being here, I don't think renting is what we need to do. We don't need to scold anybody or be harsh on anybody. Even if it's for ourselves, for our own energy and karma, keep it kind and courteous. But even though my love-hate relationship with that guy, which is a great guy at the end of the day, but he was right, because just to touch on something today, when I went to my kids' soccer game, tournament and everything, I was like, hey, he should have played more. Where is that coach that didn't put him in? And my son is great, very kind, and motivate his teammates. But as a dad, I would love to see him more in the game. That's what we're paying, and that's why we're sending him over there to learn how to play, not to sit on the bench. So yeah, a word to the coaches: always try to balance out the kids, and a word to the kids too, because mindset starts from an early age. And this is a very important lesson for anyone that has a kid, a son, a girl, even. Just make sure that they don't fall into the traps that we fell into when we grew up, when we went to those camps of soccer and baseball or basketball, tennis, and we were not appreciated, and we were kind of put back because our talents were not there. We weren't the best on the team, and they made us aware of it, which is at one point good. Be aware of your capabilities and your talent. If you're not a good soccer player, understand that. Go have fun. Play for the form of playing, the teammate, the camaraderie, the fun of the game. Don't go play to win and expect to lead the team if you're not that good. But definitely mindset for kids, so they don't carry trauma around with them all throughout their life. Know how to say that shit to the coach too. Say, hey, if you're not appreciative of me, if you think I'm not good or not worthy or less than the others, I'm out, and just be out. He should know how to balance. Coaches driven to winning with their team is fine, but to make the other kids that are not that good, not to say that my son is not good. My son is a great soccer player. Great. I can't even stand against him. But there's always better. There's There's always people with more natural abilities to do it. So my father and son talked today, which I love because my son is so bright and so smart, and he's an amazing, amazing kid, very kind. I told him, in life, you shouldn't let anybody make you feel unworthy. Or you shouldn't make you feel like you're less than the others. And if they do, you put a stop to it at that point. You do it in soccer today, tomorrow it's going to be your work. Tomorrow, after that, it's going to be anything else that is important. And you don't carry that trauma. You can say, hey, if you think I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy of playing, you're not getting my money, you're not getting me. And just move on. This is my little rant about soccer today, which they won. My son teams won. I love it. So there's a good in every bad. But yeah, not to say that I was the best soccer player in my life. I told them, I admit I wasn't the best soccer player. My talents lies somewhere else. My brain power is better than my leg power. But I carried that emotion when I was playing, and every kid does. When you're playing and you're not the best in that team, you get to pick uh, uh, the last one, or you get to the position where you're not going to do so much damage. And I should have had that um, advice when I was a kid. Just say, you know what, I'm out. You should say, I'm out in order to preserve your inner strength, preserve your worthiness and your self reliance, and know that you are good enough. You are good enough, even if the soccer thinks you're not, and benching you, even if the other kids are teasing you, you're good enough because your talent lies somewhere else. Maybe it's not in the soccer field. Maybe you can. Maybe you can make circles around them when you play the PlayStation or on the computer, coding or whatever you want to do. Balance in life, very, very important to balance everything. It's another thing that I was thinking about today. Jack of all trades. I worked in every kind of job you can imagine. I can't say that I had an easy life. My life was not easy. Definitely was not easy. Hard. I love those last few years with a great awakening and spirituality and that landed upon us in consciousness and everything. And then I learned that star childs and the awakened ones will always go through a rough period in their life, and I've been through that. I've been to many, many challenges since I was a kid. And I worked in everything, mostly sales, mostly non-physical, more oriented towards relationship with people. And it's always ups and downs. Opened up businesses. Entrepreneurship was really strong in me. The fire to create was high. I opened up businesses since I was 18, 19 years old, very early. Got my first success in the business when I was, I think, 25 or 20, no, 27. It was a culinary spot in Israel. We opened up a restaurant, and that restaurant made it good, made it big. 18 years, a really culinary institute in Israel. Didn't carry it for that long. I actually traveled, went to so many countries, and did more business and grabbed more opportunities in real estate, in startups. I did a lot. And these days, I am thinking that it was all to educate me. It was all to teach me a lesson, and I think this was my life's mission, to come here and understand, and come here and learn, come here and experience. Because this is all one big playground for experiences. Soon we're going to discover that uh, we're living in a constructed reality. that is implemented by our brains. Don't want to go that deep. Maybe my kids watch it, so I don't want to confuse them. But this life is really all about brain consciousness, and yeah, we're going to talk about that later on. Has to be